included the consideration of this report. We consider the affected. We consider the affected portions of this committee report, and hence the true reflection of what transpired at the committee of the whole. The long title was amended. Clause 2. The clause 2 was amended by deleting 270,854,500,000. Deleting that and replacing with 299,887,400,000. The office of the executive governor was also amended to 25,625,000,000 naira only was approved for the office of the executive governor. A total of 142,060,000 naira only was approved for the Oyo State Investment Promotion and Public-Private Partnership Agency. A total figure of 1,124,500,000 was approved for the Office of the Head of Service, while the total of 4,575,000,000 only was approved for the House of Assembly. Moving on, a total of 501,500,000 naira only was approved for House of Assembly Service Commission, while 33,500,000 naira only was approved for the Oyo State Agribusiness Development Agency. A total of 33,304,808,424 naira 22 kobo was approved for the Ministry of Finance. A total of 10 million naira only was approved for the Oyo State Pension Board. A total of 7,600,000,000 was approved for the Ministry of Budget and Economic Planning. While a total of 35,640,000 naira only was approved for the Ministry of Public Works and Transport. A total of 350,680,000 naira only was approved for the Oyo State Traffic Management Authority, while 450 million naira only was approved for Oyo State Housing Corporation. A total sum of 1,363,330,326 naira 10 kobo was approved for the Ministry of Environment and Natural Resources, which brings a new total for the overhead. The overhead total of 76,569,470 naira 93 kobo was deleted and replaced with 109,969,470 naira 93 kobo, which is the new overhead total. Moving on, the consolidated revenue fund charges was also altered. The initial sum of 339,192,393,526 naira 86 kobo was deleted and replaced with 387,393,526 naira and 86 kobo. Second schedule, capital expenditure. A total of 80,000,000 525 billion was approved for the office of the executive governor. While a total of 1,622 million was approved for the office of the head of service. A new total of 10,220 million, 56,656 naira only was approved for the Oyo State House of Assembly, while 300 million was approved for the House of Assembly Service Commission. A total of 12,700 million naira only was approved for Oyo State Agribusiness Development Agency. A total of 10,318,600,000 naira only was approved for the Ministry of Finance. A total of 50 million naira only was approved for the Oyo State Pension Board. A total of 10 billion naira only was approved for the Ministry of Budget and Economic Planning. A total of 179 billion naira only was approved for the Ministry of Public Works and Transport. A total of 3,750 million naira only was approved for the Ministry of Environment and Natural Resources. Which brings us to a new capital expenditure total. The total sum of 344,957,004,872 naira and 20 kobo was deleted and replaced with 596,664,4,872 naira and 20 kobo as the new total for the capital expenditure. This brings me to the end of my report. The leader. The bill for the rest of the third time. The rest is supplementary appropriation bill. The rest of the third time and pass. Say aye. Aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it. Distinguished honorable colleagues, now is the third reading of the Oyo State Supplementary Appropriation Bill 2025, which has not been read for the third time and passed. It was amended. There was one stance of the bill. The schedule was amended. 150 billion was approved for statutory allocation. 194 billion was approved for value-added taxes. 50 billion was approved for other part distributions. 10 billion was approved for excess food. 18 million naira was approved for the refunds. 20 million naira was approved for dividend receipt. 6,500,000 naira was approved for bank interest. While the sum of 238 billion, 827,642,846 naira 85 kobo was approved for loans. The sum of 1,500,000 naira was approved for sales of application forms. While a total of 10 billion, 19 million, 37,240 naira and 3 kobo was approved for grants. While a total of 164 billion, 897 naira, 477,244 naira and 1 kobo was approved for capital receipts. A new total of 984 billion, 36,798,399 naira and and 6 was approved as the new total for the Supplementary Finance Bill 2025. Distinguished colleagues, I have a moved by the leader of the House and supported by the Chief Whip, say aye. Aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it.
Actually, the budget that was commenced on the first day of January 2025 that was passed by this Honorable House is 684 billion naira. And now, due to the infrastructure necessitated it has been jacked up with 299.8 billion naira, which is almost 300 billion naira, which brings the total budget of our state to 984 billion naira as at today. That has been passed by this Honorable House. And the main critical thing that was done due to pension of the states, you can see there is new minimum wage implemented, the new minimum wage which was not captured. If the supplementary budget did not come up, that means our pensioners will not be able to receive money. Almost 8 billion naira was budgeted for the pensioners in Oyo State. And if you look at the infrastructure development across the state, you can see a lot is going on at the Ladoke Akintola Airport. A sum of amount was allocated for the airport upgrade, which His Excellency has promised that the first phase of the project will be commissioned by October, November this year, which was part of the supplementary budget. And you can see the Oyo State Government House was part of the budget. It was part of the supplementary budget that was being considered for the Oyo State. Agribusiness also, you can see there is ongoing farm sale settlement. You can see the development ongoing at Fashola. According to the development that was being the budget appraiser that was asked them, most of the land has been occupied by investors. If you look at what the project at the Fashola, the total of 3.5 billion was also allocated for the development so that Oyo State can attract more investors to develop that area also. And some other infrastructure development in the state. Ministry of Works was part of the supplementary budget for, where road follows, even development follows. Those are the areas the House of Assembly and MP consider in the supplementary budget for Oyo State.
Thank you, sir.